The willingness of some to give their lives so that others might live never fails to evoke in us a sense of wonder and mystery. In America's cities and towns today, flags will be placed on graves in cemeteries. Public officials will speak of the sacrifice and the valor of those whose memory we honor. In 1863, when he dedicated a small cemetery in Pennsylvania marking a terrible collision between the armies of North and South, Abraham Lincoln noted the swift obscurity of such speeches. But we know now that Lincoln was wrong about that particular occasion. His remarks commemorating those who gave their last full measure of devotion were long remembered. But since that moment at Gettysburg, few other such addresses have become part of our national heritage. Not because of the inadequacy of the speakers, but because of the inadequacy of words.
Memorial Day 2022. Yes, we are here. It's the unofficial start of the summer season. But that's not what Memorial Day is all about. Memorial Day is about the soldiers that went and fought and died for this country. It's for the heroism. It's for being afraid but still doing the right thing anyway. Memorial Day is a day of remembrance. It's a day that we can go and we can show our appreciation for those that went before us. There's so many soldiers that we've lost over the years. From the Civil War to World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and every war after that. Millions and millions of lives lost. But they didn't die in vain. These soldiers went out there and they protected our freedom so we can live the lives that we live today. Now, Memorial Day wasn't always called Memorial Day. No, it originally started out after the Civil War. It started out as a holiday called Decoration Day, and it started back in 1868. In fact, the Major General of the Union Army during the Civil War, John Alexander Logan, was the first to issue the proclamation to decorate all of the graves of Civil War dead annually, both Union and Confederate soldiers. He set up for May 30th, not the last Monday of the month of May, so that people can get together and have a barbecue. No. He set it for May 30th because it wasn't an anniversary of any major battle during the Civil War. And he also knew that that time of year, flowers were going to be in bloom all over the country. And with Decoration Day, they would go out and they would clean off the headstones and they would plant flowers as a show of respect for the soldiers who died before them. On the first Decoration Day, 183 cemeteries in 27 states participated. After World War I, they changed the meaning of Decoration Day from not only the Civil War dead, but all of the dead that had risked and given their lives for the cause of freedom. After World War II, the name was more recognized, what we call today as Memorial Day. In 1968, they passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, which changed the day to what it is now, where it is the last Monday in the month of May. And that was done so that federal employees would get a 3-day weekend. I mean, it was a controversial thing at the time, and it's still a controversial thing now. Because Memorial Day isn't about having a 3-day weekend. Now, when I was a kid, I was in the marching band. And we would go out and we would do the parade down the main street in our town. And then after the parade, we would sit in front of the courthouse and listen to the speeches there, and we'd whine and complain because we didn't want to stand out in the heat. And then we would go to the cemetery down not too far from my house. And then we would stand there and listen to more speeches. And, you know, by the time that everything was said and done, we just wanted to go home, get into our swimsuits, and go to the lake. That was the time that we started camping. That was the time that we got together and had a barbecue. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting together with family members, because it is all about family, the American family. The soldiers that went out and gave their lives for each and every one of us to have our freedoms, that is true love. That is love for country. That is love for you and for me, because they don't have to do that. We don't have a draft anymore. We don't. We have an all-volunteer military. And these men and women that go overseas and fight these wars for us so that we can stay the country that we are, they do it because they feel deep in their gut that it's the right thing to do. So the least that we can do on this Memorial Day is go to a cemetery and clean off the headstones of some of the people that are buried in the cemetery, or plant flowers, whatever needs to be done. Maybe it's even just going out and picking up trash in the cemetery. But these men and women laid down their lives for you and for me. I hope you all have a great Memorial Day weekend, and God bless you all.